Students, let's start with one more topic of class 10th chapter 1. Today we will start with NCERT solution exercise 1.4. First question. In question number 1, we have to check that whether it is terminating decimal or not. Okay? So, first question, 13 by 3125. So we do prime factorization of 3125. We write it 13 upon 5 to the power 5. It is written as 13 upon 2 power 0 multiply 5 power 5. So denominator here is in the form 2 power m multiply 5 power n. So 13 upon 3125 has a terminating decimal, and the decimal expansion will be, see, in question number 2 it is asked that whichever terminating decimal whichever rational number in question number 1 have terminating decimal, you have to write its decimal expansion. So I am doing that question number 2, this part also here only. So the decimal form will be here, 13 upon 3125 is written as 13 upon 5 power 5. It is 13 multiply 2 power 5 upon 5 power 5 multiply 2 power 5. To convert it into decimal, we have to keep the denominator into 10 to the power something. So that's why we are multiplying numerator and denominator by 2 power 5 multiply 5 power 5. So we get 13 multiply 32 upon 10 to the power 5, that is 416 upon 10 to the power 5, that is, on writing it, we will be getting 0.00416. Finally, for question number 2, we will see in the same way, 17 upon 8, we will write 17 upon 2 power 3, that is 17 by 2 power 3 into 5 power 0. It is also in the form 2 power m into 5 power n. So it has a terminating decimal. So in the same way, we find out decimal form of that 17 by 18. 17 by 2 power 3 multiplying numerator and denominator by 5 power 3. We get it 17 into 125 by 10 power 3, and the decimal expansion of it will be 2.125. In the same way, question number 3, 64 upon 455. 64 by, on prime factorization of denominator, we get 5 into 7 into 13. Denominator is not exactly in the form 2 power m multiply 5 power n. Why? Because other than 2 and 5, here we are getting 7 and 13 other prime numbers, so it is not a terminating decimal. Therefore 64 by 455 has a non-terminating repeating decimal. Now for question number 4, 15 upon 1600. So we find out the prime factorization of decimal. For 15, we are writing on numerator 3 into 5, and denominator will be getting 2 power 6 multiply 5 power 2. So on solving it, we get 3 upon 2 power 6 multiply 5 power 1. 1 5 on numerator and 1 5 of denominator in second step is cancelled out. Denominator here is in the form 2 power m multiply 5 power n. So therefore 15 upon 1600 has terminating decimal, and the decimal expansion of it is 13 by 1600 can be written as 3 upon 2 power 6 multiply 5 power 1 equals to 3 multiply 5 power 5 upon 2 power 6 multiply 5 power 1 multiply 5 power 5. That means on denominator we are getting 3 multiply 5 power 5 upon 2 power 6 into 5 power 6, that is 3 multiply 3125 upon 10 power 6, and the decimal expansion of it is, after shifting the decimal, we get 9375 upon 10 to the power 6, that is 0.009375. This is the this is the questions for up to question number 4, and in the question number 5, it is 29 upon 343. In the same way, you will find out the prime factorization of denominator. Here we find only 3 to the power 5 is there in denominator. That's why it is non-terminating repeating decimal. Try it by yourself. Question number 5, 23 upon 2 power 3 multiply 5 power 2. Here denominator is exactly in the form 2 power m 5 power n, so it is terminating decimal, and the decimal form will be 23 by 2 power 3 multiply 5 power 2. So in denominator we need one more 5 to make it 10 power 3. So multiplying numerator and denominator by 5, we get it solved, and the decimal form we get 0.115. In question number 7, 129 by 2 power 2 multiply 5 power 7 multiply 7 power 5. Here the denominator is not exactly or not in the form 2 power m 5 power n, so it's non-terminating repeating. Question number 8, upon 15. 6 upon 15, on solving it we get its denominator in the form, it is 2 upon 2 power 0 into 5 power m. It is in the form 2 power m into 5 power n. So 16 by 15 has terminating decimal, and the decimal expansion of 6 by 15 is 0.4. Try it by yourself, do it by yourself in detailed way, and if you have any doubt you can go through the video and have a screenshot of the solution. Question number 9, 35 by 50. On solving 35 by 50 we get 7 upon 2 power 1 multiply 5 power 1. It is also in the form 2 power m 5 power n, so it is having terminating decimal expansion, and the decimal form is 35 by 50. We solve it and get it 0.7. 10th one is 77 by 210, that is 11 into 7 upon 2 multiply 3 multiply 5 multiply 7. So here we get 11 upon 2 multiply 3 multiply 5. Other than 2 and 5 we are getting another prime number 3, so it is not terminating because it is not exactly in the form 2 power m 5 power n. Therefore 77 upon 210 has a non-terminating repeating decimal. Now look, let's move to question number 2. In question number 2, in question number 1 we have in first, second, fourth, sixth, 8th and 9th has terminating decimal, and the decimal expansion we have already seen in question number 1 only. So let's move to question number 3. In question number 3 is the numbers given in decimal form. We have to say that whether it is terminating, and if it is terminating, so it's what type of prime factorization of denominator will be there if we write it in the form p by q. So first one is 43.123456789. It is non-terminating decimal expansion. Sorry, it is terminating decimal expansion. It's not non-terminating, it's terminating because its division is coming to an end. So the number of is a rational number or in the form p by q. If the number is a rational number and if it is written in the form p by q, the only prime factor of q are either 2 or 5 or both. That is, it can be written in the form 2 power m and 5 power n. Second one is 0.120120012000012 Clearly it is non-terminating, non-repeating. Therefore it is not a rational number. Third one, 43.123456789 bar. So after decimal 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 has bar, so therefore it is non-terminating repeating decimal. So it's a rational number and it can be written in the form p by q, but the q is not in the form, but here we will get q not in the form 2 power m 5 power n, because if we get it is in the form 2 power m 5 power n, we will be not getting it in the form of a non-terminating repeating, we will be getting it in the form of terminating decimal, but here it is non-terminating repeating. So q has a prime factor which is something other than 2 or 5. This is all about exercise number 1.4 of class 10. Thank you.